Hey everyone, it is Friday, August 4th. It is 21 degrees Celsius. I'm here at the Champ de Mars in Paris, France. And that is the Eiffel Tower. And somehow I just lost some sunglasses in this park. I was just here consuming a ham and cheese baguette and drinking a bottle of wine, and then I had a chocolate croissant. Now I will be making my way to Iéna metro station, which is on line 9. But that is, of course, the Eiffel Tower. Straight ahead. That stands 330 meters or 1,083 feet tall. And it was built for the 1889 World's Fair. When I get to the tower, I'll be making a right. And that'll take us towards and over a bridge where sadly Princess Diana lost her life. A lot of people come out here to picnic and drink wine. There's a lot of people trying to sell wine and umbrellas as it's been raining on and off. And just before here, I was at the Louvre Museum. There's someone selling wine to everyone. And this would be my third day in Paris. And it's been raining off and on pretty much my entire time here, so it's been hard to find a day that was fit for coming to the Eiffel Tower and having a bit of a picnic. And if you've always wondered what the area is like, this should give you a brief look. And just a disclaimer, I'm by no means an expert or even a remotely knowledgeable person when it comes to the city of Paris. I'm also perhaps a bit more inebriated than I thought. After the Louvre, I had an adult beverage and a lunch at a cafe. And then I made my way over here and scooped up a baguette on a street I think called Rue Clerc, or Rue Clark. One of the subway lines is down, I think line 10, so I had to take a bus here from the Louvre, the 69 bus. But you can see a lot of people come picnic in this area. The grass is quite chewed up. And apparently when the tower was originally built, the locals weren't too pleased with it, and it was thought to be temporary. And at one point, a grifter even sold it as scrap metal. Yeah, I'm walking across mud here. This is not the best place to be walking. And there's a nighttime view of this on my Instagram channel. I was on a river cruise, and it was lit up at night. And it looks like there's a big crowd trying to get into it. And I think there's a carousel on the other side. It's kind of an ominous sky right now. You could buy one of these mini Eiffel Towers. That looks like Mr. Bean. Let's see here. So I will be walking over to Rap Avenue. Yeah, I'm sure that's a genuine and authentic Mickey. She was offering a taxi to the Champs-Élysées. We've got a lot of rental scooters in the area. And I think these things, much like in Amsterdam, contract into the ground. All right, so I'm going to make a left here at the next street and then a right onto Rue de la Université. Actually, let's make a right here and then a left. Looks like there's a lot of cafes in this area. Much like the area around the Louvre. I'm sure these ones are a bit more expensive. In fact, on the way over, I had to use a restroom. So I purchased an espresso from a cafe just like this. I was able to get it to go. And the great thing about these places is you can either get a coffee or a reasonably priced beer or cocktail, or you can have an entire meal that's pretty good. They don't really care. So this street here is Rue de Montessuie. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, and I apologize ahead of time for my many mispronunciations. Most of these buildings, I think, date back to the early 1900s or late 1800s. A lot of them have the year they were built and the name of the architect written on them. At least some of the ones that I saw earlier. And this looks to be a more modern building, built in the style of the older buildings. And this seems to be a Chinese restaurant. All right, and this should be Avenue Rap, or Rap Avenue, I guess Avenue de Rap, coming up. Hey, there looks like a brand new bride just getting into that minivan. There's another cafe. Champ de Mars, the name of the park where I just was. I think people watching must be a favorite pastime in Paris, given the setup of all the cafes. I'm really not seeing anything like it anywhere. There's a street in Bangkok near Khao San Road called Rambatri Alley. That has a lot of places kind of set up similar to this. And this is the bridge coming up. This is known as Alma's Bridge. And this will take us over the Seine River. And I think subway line 10, which has the closest station to the Eiffel Tower, is actually closed. It's closed for a few weeks. And that's what's kind of sent me on this wild goose chase to Iéna station on line 9, over on the other side of the river. There's a number of Lime scooters and bikes, and one of the reasons people are so opposed to those in Toronto is there's a belief that these scooters will be littering the sidewalks and streets. I'm not entirely sure that'll be the case. Oh, and apparently that right there is the Bulgarian embassy. I I see the European Union flag and what I believe is the Bulgarian flag. And it has started to rain lightly. There's a hop-on, hop-off bus going over Alma's Bridge. Always got to check the bike lanes. Let's go take a quick look at the famous river that cuts through Paris. There's one of the river cruise boats. Those will set you back about 20 euros. I did a sunset cruise on my first night. And a lot of the bridges here are quite historic. I don't think this is one of them. Although apparently it was built between 1854 and 1856, so maybe I stand corrected. There's a view of the Eiffel Tower. And just over there is the Grand Palais. I did a walk that went along there the other day. So to the right is where you'd find Notre Dame and the Louvre Museum. Well off to the right. There we go, Metro Line 9, that's where I'm heading. And honestly, I think I've heard more English than French just walking around. I think the volume of tourists probably outnumbers the amount of locals in areas like this. All right, so let me get a glimpse of Google Maps. So I want to make a slight left here. We'll be going by the Museum of Contemporary Art as well as Tokyo Palace. So let's follow this herd of people. This is actually a bike lane. This little section on the right here. Oh, and there is a flame. That is modeled after the flame on the Statue of Liberty, and it's kind of become a symbol of the death of Princess Diana. And you know what? Looks like there's a pretty good view of the Eiffel Tower just over here. And I was missing out on. And given that it's raining, well, the camera lens has taken a bit of a hit. We'll just wipe that off and make sure we're good. Well, this is a metro station here, but I'm actually going to go one more metro station away. All right, I guess we're jaywalking.
Just that.
It's weird that Google didn't tell me to jump into that Line 9 station. You know, Musée d'Art Moderne. Apparently we are 500 meters away from our destination. As soon as this light changes. And this street is Avenue du President Wilson. So they've got a lot of avenues named after former US presidents here. Yesterday I walked along Roosevelt and Eisenhower. And this is a bit of a quieter street. There's the Museum of Modern Art. I wonder if that's where you'd find Banksy and Basquiat and that kind of artist. And what is this across the street on the right? That is... Google is not telling me what that is. There's what I'm looking at. Looks like there's some renovations going on at this museum. There's a pretty neat building over there. I think it's another gallery or museum. And this is the Palais de Tokyo. And at the next interchange will be Iéna station. And suddenly, that bottle of wine I drank is starting to rear its ugly head. I don't think the metro stations here have bathrooms. Oh, and there must be, oh wow. This is what everyone is stopping here to look at. It's not quite like the Seine Tower. You can't see it from everywhere. Yeah, look at this. That leads you down to the river. And this must be Iéna station coming up. So I will be going to Republic Station. And for 44 euros, I believe, I bought a 5-day unlimited pass through zones 1 to 3 in Paris. I'm trying to use it as much as possible to make it pay for itself. And there is General George Washington. That's kind of unique. All right, let's head down into the metro. I think this station dates back to 1923. The way this works is I need to stick my ticket in here. It'll come up and that'll let me through. And I am going to Republic, which is this way. And it seems like I just missed a train. Well, there we go. A walk from the Eiffel Tower at the Champ de Mars to Iéna station here in Paris. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is, whoop, 4 minutes. And our next train will be in 2 minutes. And there is a super thanks button if you wish to say thanks that way. Anywho, thank you for watching. As we get a view of the ridiculously extensive Paris metro system. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the next one. Yoink.